Hi, this is Darman. Welcome to another Minecraft Let's Play video. In this video series, I'm showing you how to build Stampy's house. And in the last video I should say, we showed you how to build this plasticator, and here it is. It's still nothing's changed at all. Oh well, I did cover up this wool here. I think I forgot to do that in the video, but it should still work. Let's see. Let's turn it on. Oh, and there it goes. That's it. Looking good. Looking good. Somewhere around, yeah, here we go. I've actually started rebuilding some of the contraptions that are in my past videos for the we got the time machine here, and let's get this right, the cakey bakey tasty cake making cooking machine, which is way too long to put in a video title, by the way, when I built that when I did that video. So I actually watched my old videos to learn how to do these. I couldn't remember, particularly this one was a little less memorable. This was trickier to do than I remembered. But I did the time machine here, and here's everything here, and here's his Apple computer and whatnot, and buttons, and no, of course it does not do anything. There's no time travel in the Minecraft, at least not on the Xbox version, probably not on the PC version, or not on the PS3 version. But anyway, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on the panic room, I'm calling it. I don't know, I can't remember quite what Stampy calls it, but it's that secret room down here. When you press this lever, these things retract, and it goes down into this room, which we haven't built yet. But I wanted to just quickly, before we start building, just to show you what I've done back here, and we're going to recreate this in the video, so don't worry. In the video, I am in the video. We're going to recreate this in just a couple of minutes, but I just wanted to show it to you completed, so you would see. Now this is not the exact setup that Stampy did, and I think it was his video number 73, which was called "Things Go Wrong." He revealed the redstone setup back here, and let's see, how do I put this kindly? It was really complex compared to this. I think this is as simple as I can make it. And basically it works a lot like the one from the plasticator, in that it has one area that goes to this flip-flop switch here, which is pushing an actual redstone block, which is a recent addition to Xbox version, which creates its own power, which is great. And so that shoves this power over here, this block over here, which creates power here, which shuts off this redstone torch, which will retract these three sticky pistons, and it reveals the way down. But the power also, not only does it go here, it simultaneously starts running through this chain of repeaters, which are all set on the most maximum setting, and it just slowly makes its way over to this one, which pushes it back over there and shuts the whole thing, turns the power off here, which actually closes these sticky pistons. Let's see if I can get it to work. You hear it going. Oh, let's get back here, and you see the things slowly marching their way around, and then boop, it pushes it back, and there they go closed. So this is what we're shooting for. This is, I think, about as compact, and this is about as easy as we're going to get. So let's start fresh. I'm going to cut away and come back, and all that will be gone, and we'll begin with our construction. Okay, so I've cleared it all out. I've left the pressure plate just because we're going to need it anyway. But just to let you know, what you want to, basically the first thing you're wanting to do is just go right, we're on this is the long side of the room, the one that has, two hanging chandelier glowstone-y things, and well, you may not have had the time machine installed yet. You may still be working on that, but this is where it is. And if you have this, originally he had that still there, just as it is on the other side, but last I saw he had removed that, which really makes you could really get away with that point. You could get away with a 2 block high doorway. You only needed 3 to get through if that was there, but I think he just made it easier that way. So we'll do a 3 blocks high. Dig that out of your black wall there. So you're going to go. I still have this dug out over here to make it easier in a bit, but so go in here, and you're going to want to build a room it could be, of course, it can be bigger than this. Let's see, how big is this room? Let's see, this is from here, from like as if you're inside the wall. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So make it at least 11 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 4 high is a good height. 3 you could make do with 3 is no problem, but 4 is good. But just carve out a whole bunch of room as much as you can. The more room, the better. I actually ran into a slight problem, which was that mine sort of overhangs into this valley here. I had to kind of build an actual square room where there was no rock. So, you might have to deal with, different things in your world. If you're building this in Stampy's world, I'm not sure what you're going to find. I'm pretty sure there's a big cavern down there somewhere. So we're going to do the redstone up here first.
Redstone alert, redstone alert.
Wow. I cannot believe that alarm didn't go off before now. That's really weird. So we're going to do this redstone, and then we're going to go down and actually do the actual room, which may sound weird, but, well, I am weird, and I don't apologize for it. So first, we're going to put these, we need some sticky pistons, not regular pistons. I had them for doing the flip-flop switch. Sticky pistons, and we'll put them, well, we don't need a pressure plate anymore because we already have that down. Now, sticky pistons are going to go not on this first block inside here, but in the second one, of course, facing out like that. So you should still be able to walk in with that there. We're going to put 3 pieces of black wool here in just a little bit, but we'll get there just a second. Now, one of the neat things about pistons is that when you run redstone to like a whole bunch of them, in this case there's 3 of them, you can run redstone just to the top one, and it'll operate all 3 at the same time. So we don't have to run redstone in in the bottom one and the middle one and the top one. It's not necessary. So do that. Put the 3 here, and then to make a little step here going down, and you want to have this be 2 blocks wide, and then just put a torch here and put your redstone lines there. And so this is going to be the default position. It's going to be closed, or well, the pistons are going to be extended so that you can't tell that there's a secret door there. If I put this here, let's do it now. Why not? Let's do it now. I might take them out later. But see now, poof, you can't tell at all. So let's leave them like that. So then we're going to make a short line, just 2 blobs of redstone right here, and then right here we're going to do our little flip-flop switch. So let's see here. Let's see if I can get this right. Let me grab some regular pistons. Oh, I already have them on me. So I'm going to put what? Nope, it's got to be facing me. Okay. So we want to put 1 right here, and it's got to be facing this direction. And then 1 not here, because that really wouldn't do much good. Not like that, okay, because otherwise you can't push a block anywhere. There's no room. You want to put it here, obviously facing this direction. And you want to put a redstone block here, and that's going to generate the electricity once that's extended, because if we do, you'll see, boom. Once that extends here, it sends electricity here, it reverses this. We could say reverses the polarity, not polarity, reverses the electrical charge of this torch, and retracts the sticky pistons. I'm just going to remove that for now. So basically what we have to do is just run a line from the underneath, not actually underneath this block, but right next to this block. So let's see if we get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this just so we can easily see what's going on here. So we just need to run, we don't have to go under this block at all. We want to just come right out from it here. So you want to dig a little trench. You know, once you've built your room, you want to dig a little trench that starts like 3 blocks in and just goes down 1 block. And then, you know, you should have these or some other material underneath your half slabs here. Just, you know, tear that out for now. Well, you're going to tear it out permanently, and then when you put the half slab here, you're not going to see that there's this big, you know, missing piece under here from the inside the room. So that redstone's going to come out here, and we're just going to run it right into this, straight into this piston. First, I want to send that back to the other piston. Okay, there we go. All right, this is where it needs to be in the default position. So when we hit that pressure plate right now, it'll send electricity right to this thing, and it will open the doors, but it will be permanent. They'll just stay like that forever. The only way to get that to do it, to close it again, is to activate this piston, which will push this over here, which will send, you know, which will kill this whole electrical signal here and allow this to extend those pistons again. So now we can just go up here. We're going to have to use 1 piece of regular redstone. We can't put a repeater here yet, but the rest of it's going to be repeaters, except when we turn the corner, because you can't, like, it doesn't understand that. You have to, in the corners, you have to put a piece of, you know, blob of redstone there. So we've got, we're coming up here. We've got 3 pieces here. I'm turning the corner. And it really doesn't matter how you configure what we're about to lay down, but you need to use like at least very close to the same number of repeaters, because I'm going to use, you know, a whole bunch. So we've got 3 here. I'm just going to run a bunch over to, as far as I can, to this wall. Kind of have them turn around. And by the way, if you haven't, I didn't really mention this before. Oops. That's what I get for talking while I'm trying to think. If you're using repeaters, you have to face the direction that you want the electricity to go, because they only go in one direction. So, you know, I couldn't put them down as I was facing this direction and expect the electricity to still flow this way. It doesn't work that way. So they only goes in one direction. So just, you know, walk along as if you're the electricity and place them down. And then just on all of them, just jack them all back, all to the farthest back setting. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do that to all of them. I'm going to give you a count of how many we have, and this will keep the door open for about 5 seconds, which is plenty of time to get down there, and we'll, you know, pretty much close them right once you've come down the ladder down there. So that's it. That should be it. So let's go out here, and now I see it's closed right now, which is good. So if we step on the pad, it's open, and we could, in theory, do down the ladder in there, and then a couple more seconds. There we go. It's closed up. So let's count it out. Let's see here. So if I step on it, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so right around 5 seconds, which is good. So we got, let's see, how many repeaters is that? That's 1, 2, 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 17 repeaters cranked all the way back on their last setting. So whatever configuration you use for the repeaters is fine to fit in the room that you have. But I would say 17 seems to work pretty good. So go for 17. You know, if you can't quite fit a couple in there, yeah, it won't make that much difference. Maybe you'll have to run a little bit faster to get down there, but that's okay. You'll be fine. Okay, so that, and if I'm just going to pull right up here, this is the redstone complete. Well, actually, I want to say it's not quite complete, because there has to be a button downstairs to do the same thing. And I've actually just started carving out a little tunnel here that's underneath this wall. That's gonna, all it's gonna do is it's gonna bring the same redstone electricity When you press the button, it's going to bring it right up here and attach to the same exact spot, and it's going to do the same exact job. There's no need to duplicate anything. It's just a matter of getting that redstone electricity back into this line. So with that, let us start actually digging out the room. All right, let's just get rid of these 3 blocks here. I guess really need to get rid of that one, but all right. So from here, right in front of this, like if you're inside the wall, you're going to dig down 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you'll know when you're on the 9th one because it'll be really dark. I'm just going to put a torch there for that purpose. Let's get back to flying. Now down here, this room is going to be 11 by 11, but the wall is actually, if you're looking out of the hole, it needs to be underneath this. So we have to dig out this column as well, and this is what actually becomes. This is where we're going to put the black and yellow materials for the wall. So from here, this is the center of the room on this wall. So if it's 11 wide, there's going to be 5 blocks on each side that we need to dig out. So I'm just going to dig out just 2 high just for the moment. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just put a torch there. And on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, did I do that right? Did I do that wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, did that wrong. Let's not get this wrong right now. Okay. So now it goes 5 in each direction, so that's 11 that way, and it'll just be a square, 11 by 11. But from here, it's going to be 7. The room is going to be 7. We need to dig out 7 high. So we've already got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we can just reach that high. That's good. So I'm just going to just start digging out this room. So this is going to be 7 high. Oh, look, that's exactly as high as I can go. Well, that works out well. So I'm just going to, oh, and you can see we're getting into the parts of the redstone up there we don't want to mess with. So just be careful what you're digging. Oh, that's not supposed to even be dug out because that's the corner right there. Do. Okay. So this is 7 high on that side, and just do 7 high here, and then just start connecting all of it to make the room 7. We're going to dig out 7 blocks high and 11 by 11 at this point. Just make sure you don't start the 11 by 11 here. That would start messing you up pretty good because we have to put the walls right here going to be underneath. So I'm just going to go ahead and start digging all this out. You can do whatever method you want. Involves some TNT, but it's fairly small and easy to break out. But I'll leave you to it. I will get back to you as soon as I am done. Okay, and that is all dug out. I've got that. Oh, dear, I've got a little piece missing there. This is 11 by 11 again, and just make sure that when you're against the wall, you're not looking up this shaft. It has to be, you want to be under here. This is where you want the edge of the wall to be. So, all right. So let's see. Oh, let's just verify. This is 7 high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, and it's 11 by 11 square. So let's just start with something simple. You can see I got rid of some of my materials while we were digging. Let's see here. I need to get my wool back. Where'd it go? Black wool. Might as well grab my yellow wool. And we're gonna need some of this stuff. And yeah, probably one of these. Okay, let's just go with that. All right, first things first, let's put the floor in. Real simple, just black wool straight around the block, all over this thing. Okay, and there's the floor all done, and let's do the same thing to the ceiling. Just be careful around this way. Obviously, you don't want to muck up your little hole here, but you can just put a piece of black wool there and just continue to fill all this in. Whoops. Just as I said, don't lose the hole there. There you go. Go around this, and okay, now I can just go back and forth freely. Okay, that'll do it for floor and ceiling. That's nice and easy, huh? The pattern we have to do in a little bit is it's a little more complicated, but it's no big deal. The biggest pain in the butt is going to be putting in the button that goes activates the same redstone as the pressure pad does up there. So let's see. Now for the sake of argument, well, not argument, but the button. I'm going to give you the location of the button before we even have the colors on the wall. I know it's yellow, and it should go. Let's see here. I'm looking at the correct diagram here. Okay, so it should be. Let's see from the. Speaking of, I would say from the corner. From the corner. Speaking of corners, just to make life easier for you, just fill this in with something other than black and yellow wool, so it doesn't get confusing. But I'm just going to use the stone. You're not going to see these corners, so there's no need to have them here, and it'll make it a little easier to explain the patterns when it comes time to put those down. So just in all four corners, just put a little column of something other than the normal materials that you're using. Okay, so from here, from this corner, we're going to do, let's see, 1, 2 over, and 1 up. And that is where the button is going to go. So we're going to need to get rid of this here torch, of course, because that would be much too convenient to have light here. Actually, we're probably going to need to get rid of that one too. Let's put it over here. Okay, so we're going to dig out behind here, and we're just going to drop some redstone behind it, and that will activate that redstone. And so we just need to make some steps, but from building this before, I know that it doesn't quite reach the length of redstone that we're going to need. The power is going to peter out before it gets connected upstairs. So just put a blob here and grab a repeater and put it right next to it. And your next blob just goes there. Okay, and then we're going to start building steps up. And you can tear out as much of this as you need to. It's all going to be covered up. So we're just going to go one step here. I'm going to go one more step. And I'm just breaking out two so that I can actually stand here as I do it. Let's go one more step here. And then I think we can, let's get a little more light here. Here we go. I think we can make the left turn now. And what we're going to end up doing is going underneath the row of redstone that's up there already. That should be right here above us. Should be. So if I do this and just kind of punch out a bunch of this. Oh, look, I've already kind of got a little step here. Here we go. Yep. So, and I can break out a bunch of this just so we can see easily what we're doing. Okay, so, wow, I kind of lucked out there. Oh, I hope you have the same luck. But basically, if you're in this wall, just go up, just go up like 3 steps, make a left, and go straight 2 blocks, and then just, make sure you leave this block alone, because that riding on top of this is your current redstone. You do not want to mess with that. So all we have to do is just run some redstone up here. This isn't too bad. Just a matter, we may need to experiment a little bit on your world to get this to line up the way this one is. So let's see, we've already got that run here, and go up, up, up again, and here, make the turn here, and then you see it already attaches itself right here. So that's all we want to do. We want to make sure that this gets in before, we don't want this to attach, over here or some other weird place. We want to make sure it attaches, before it gets before it splits off here, really is what it comes down to. So let's see if this actually has enough power to get all the way up there. All right, they're in the closed position now, so if we press this, it should open them up, and it does nothing. Nuts. Okay, plan B. You can take the repeater out of there. I think we need to put the repeater here, right on this corner, since this is nice and flat here. We're just going to put the repeater here, and make sure you're facing in the direction that the current is going to go. So it's going this way. So the 2 little thingies should be on the far side of it when you put it down. All right, so that should definitely work now. Let's see here. Oop, Yep, and there they go. And 3, 2, 1. There they go. They're back. Okay, perfect. Perfecto. Now, if you want, you don't have to touch this at all, or if you want to neaten it up a little bit, just make sure you don't cut off any of the redstone. I wouldn't get too crazy here. You can't put one here because the corner of it would kind of cut off the redstone flow there. So we're just gonna, that's really it. That's all we can do at this point. So that's it. That's where the button goes. So once you put that long column in for the corner, it's the third block over, 1, 2, 3, and then one up, and that's gonna do it. So now we just have to put the red, yellow, and black patterns. I'm gonna move my torches to my floor so that I can see, because I'm gonna have to take these torches down that are on the wall. Let's just take all of them down now, and then we'll just do the pattern, and that's pretty much it. You know, the worst part is over. The redstone is all done. And let's see. Now, for the purposes of this part of the video, we're going to number the walls, just because it's hard, it's hard to keep track of which one is which. The wall with the ladder that's going to come down is going to be wall number 1, and then we're going to rotate clockwise. So this is going to be 2, 3, and 4, where the redstone button is. Okay, so let's grab some on wall number 1. We're going to start down here in the left-hand corner. We're going to do a little L of black. And the way the pattern goes is you put down 2, then you go up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, and just continues that way. Now we just kind of ran into, we can't put one there, but that pattern will continue over here, and you'll see that happen as we do it. You probably already know this, and you could probably do this pattern in your sleep if you had to, but there's probably people that don't, so I'm going to probably talk my way through this whole thing. So let's see, we've got 2 here, and then up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1. Okay, and I can't put 2 here because there's only room for 1, but that's all right. So we're going to pretend that's the second one. We're just going to up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, because that one will end up being over here in this corner. So we just switch to yellow, and again, we can't put one here, but we'll pretend that it is, and we'll just go up 1, over 1, and finish off with a piece of black here. So that, each wall I'm going to show you when it's done, so you can pause the video and verify what you're doing, and that's that. And while we're here, might as well put the ladder on it. Oh, and since we're in here also, we have a couple of pieces of stone that are just sort of miscellaneous from building, and let's just change those out to black, make that look a little nicer. Fits in a little bit better there. And so just put the ladders down. We need one up there, and and then we can just put the black wool back up here where it's supposed to be. 1, 2, 3, and now it's properly. Let's just verify that it's working. Make sure I'm not flying. Okay. So I should be able to press that button and scurry up this ladder with enough time to get out, and there it goes. Closes for me. Climbing up takes a little bit longer, so that's why that 5 seconds might seem a little long when you're going down, but there it goes. All right, great. That is working perfectly. Okay, wall number 2. Okay, so it starts off with black in the lower left-hand corner. Where we go? Okay. So then 2 to the right of it, it's going to be that color, and then we go up and over, up and over is actually kind of wraps around the wall there, so we're just going to leave that and move on to more black. So put down 2, and then up and over, up and over, up and over, and up and over. And that's that continuation. And we're just going to continue with this pattern. Up and over, black, put down 2, up, over, up, over, up, over, up, over. And we can't put down 2 there, but we're just going to go here, up, over, up, over, up, over. And then this is just black here. And let me pull back and give you that one. So that's what that wall should look like. That's number 2. That's to the right of the ladder. And you can see the patterns are continuing between the 2 walls perfectly here. Okay, so wall number 3, which is the opposite ladder from the ladder. It's going to start off with a little yellow L here. And we're going to do the black. 2 up, 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 up. Oops. Up. And then yellow, we're going to put down 2. Then give it the old up and over. Back to black. Yeah, this is a little tedious to watch. I don't really want to skip though because I don't want anybody to miss the pattern because you can get easily confused on this. The best thing you can do for yourself is to make sure you do these corners. Put that extra column in the corners because otherwise you're going to start the pattern like in the real like corner and it's not gonna match up. So you have to have those corners, otherwise these patterns are never going to match up. Okay, 4th wall. Here we go. The 4th wall starts off with yellow down here. That completes this 2-block pattern there. For black to there, and pattern of yellow up, 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 up. Let's see. Black goes here and here, and of course, as I said, this is yellow, and this goes up, and that's already over, up, over, up, over, up, over. See, I told you it was yellow. I wouldn't fib to you. Whew. Really glad it worked out that way now. Okay, 4th wall with the button looks like this. Okay, that looks awesome. We can slowly rotate around. You can see the pattern. Everything matches up perfectly. If yours does not, then something is going wrong. Check your corners. Make sure you've got those filled in before you even start. And just take your time with it. Visually, it's so assaulting that I don't know, it's definitely a panic room. It is not a peaceful Zen yoga, meditation room. This is definitely a stay alert, stay on your toes, and get ready to kill anything that comes down that ladder. So, yeah, Stampy, in fact, never really, I didn't see a video where he really had anything down here. I saw, like, a video where he's like, oh, I'll put a table, all I need is a table and some cake. Oh, let me get some cake. And then during the process of putting the cake down, he actually missed and ended up kind of putting it, like, here. And he's like, oh, I missed. And then he took that away. And I don't know, this is, like, really the only thing I've ever seen down here. If you know of a video where it has more down here, please share that with me in the comments of this video, and I will furnish this room properly if there is such a... Oh, dear, it's very dark in here. Speaking of which, we need to do some torches. That's the one thing I forgot to show you. Okay, so the torches for the ladder wall, all these torches are going to be on the 2nd block up, and these just are 2 blocks away, sort of ish in the middle. There's not really middle since there's 4, so it's the 2nd block away there, and then on each of the other walls it's just right in the middle on that 2nd block. There we go. That's it. That's all the lighting he's got. So anyway, yeah, if you do know of a video that has other stuff, where it shows other stuff down here, please share that, and I'll get that updated, and I'll be sure to include you in the love garden. Personally, in my own Stampy world, I actually just have, I figured, well, if this is a panic room, you just want, I put like a bed in here, a couple of chests with like food and weapons, and like a furnace and a crafting table, and I figured that's, that would be all you really need. One thing I toyed with doing in my own world, which Stampy obviously didn't do, was to like maybe take a couple of these blocks and make yet another secret door and have it pull back, and I don't know where it would take me, but I was thinking it would like be a secret tunnel that would take me to some other location. But maybe that's completely, just a little bit too much. But anyway, just a thought I had. Okay. I've got a couple of bits up there to fix. Just to fix up the wall. So let's go up there. I don't want to be flying when I do this, so here we go. don't want to forget to do this sort of stuff. Let's see. Don't want to cover up this redstone, so let's just do it here. And that'll work, and that will work. Okay. Oh, yeah, I was standing on it, and it was going off on me there. Let's just take that. Oops, did I not step on it? Come here, you. All right. There we go. All right, everything's working perfectly. Awesome. There we go. So let me know if there is supposed to be something else down here, and I'll do that for you. And otherwise, this is Darman68. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.